For so many of you who have already gotten involved and supported the Let It Be Foundation with your time, with your hearts, with your prayers, with your volunteering, with your financial support, thank you. Look at what we have done together in 13 years. And if you haven't gotten involved with us at the Let It Be Foundation, what are you waiting for? We need to be here for the families of tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Because the reality is childhood cancer has not stopped, so we don't get to either. 13 years ago, our family lost our daughter to brainstem glioma. And with the incredible support of our community, we launched the Let It Be Foundation. Today, the support from our community and beyond is absolutely incredible. The mission of the Let It Be Foundation is to provide support and services to not only the sick child diagnosed and fighting for their life, but the entire family. I am so proud of what the Let It Be Foundation has become over this last 13 years. It truly is a community foundation. Our families often come to us after their child has just been diagnosed and can't think for themselves. And that's where Let It Be is just so there for our families from that moment of diagnosis until the end of remission.
My name is Juliet Mejia. I'm 18 years old and I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
My name is Sarah Carney and this is Micah. And Micah was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia on September 14th, 2018.
When I first found out I was diagnosed, that night I was in complete shock.
Everything turned upside down. It was a sense of loss of control and not knowing what direction to go.
I had traveled to Sweden. My husband had called to say that he definitely was noticing that something was wrong with Micah and that we needed to get him to a doctor. Something was wrong. After a bone marrow test, that they found that he had leukemia. But as a mom, it just tore me apart knowing that I wasn't there to hold him and wasn't there to console him, and I didn't know exactly how his emotions were or what he was feeling. It was very hard.
Some of the struggles I faced on a daily was just really pushing forward mentally and physically. I just feel like everything was a struggle during that time. One thing was I lost a big amount of my strength, my muscle. I was a dancer, so I was pretty muscular, but then I lost it due to side effects of treatment. And so when I was in a wheelchair, I thought it was pretty crazy how much it takes, how much muscle and strength it takes to do simple things like just get up out of bed and like use a restroom or even shower.
He just was full of energy and loved swimming and climbing and just a typical little 4-year-old boy. And once treatment started and he was started on steroids, we noticed that his personality really started to shift, and he really was down in the dumps for a long time. That first month of treatment, which they call induction, he didn't smile or laugh once. He didn't walk a lot that first month. He mostly laid in bed. The last round of steroids, I was bit, I was kicked, I was yelled at, and as a mom, it's just really hard to see because it's something you know they can't control.
The effect they had on me during that time was just amazing. They brought so much positivity into my life when everything just seemed so dark. But every single smile I saw on everyone's faces just made me really have hope and make it seem like it's not so terrible. It made it seem as if like it's just a bump in the road.
Anyone who is going through this journey has a tough time, and it's a very difficult journey. But I think as a parent, when you watch your child go through so much pain and suffering and you feel helpless, you want to know that there's someone out there that cares and that wants to make a difference in helping to make things just a little bit easier, to help families feel like they're not alone and they're not lost, and that there is hope and there's light at the end of the tunnel.
They loved on us in ways that we didn't even know we needed to be loved on, but it's those ways that they loved us that has kept us going, and it's given us the ability to go day by day. And simple things like meals and having a day out with the kids, or just the other children who aren't sick also being loved on, are ways that our family has been able to move forward and to be able to have some normalcy in our life. Although we would never wish this on anyone, we would wish that everyone could feel the love that has been given to us. When you're giving to a Let It Be Foundation, you're coming alongside families who have lost hope. They don't know what to do, they don't know where to turn to, and you're coming alongside of them and you're reassuring them that there are people that love them and that they want to see your child get better and want to see the family heal as well.
There will be children that will hear those terrible words and need to start fighting for their lives. So not only do we need sustainability today for the families that we're serving, but we need to be here for the families of tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Thank you for making Let It Be Foundation the miracle that it truly is.